Ask the average teenage boy what he'd like to do for a living, and he'll probably tell you a few seemingly unrealistic dream scenarios. Become a sports hero, famous actor, celebrity, maybe even become a superstar DJ. While not discouraged, most traditionally run high schools choose to leave these dreams on the shelf, equipping boys with skill sets catered for the real world rather than their dream worlds. However, one school believes in making one of these dreams a reality, and earlier in the year underwent a complete curriculum overhaul in order to provide its students with all the skills required to become a superstar DJ. St Joseph's College, Gregory Terrace, is one of Brisbane's most prestigious all-boy high schools. Located in the heart of the city, this school had been educating with its fairly conservative approach to teaching for over a century now. However, it was the arrival of a new principal earlier in the year that saw this school's motto go from Servire Dio Sapere, to serve God is wise in Latin, to blast bass is sick in English.
Yeah, I've been in the business of education for decades now, and if there's one thing I've learned, it's that fads come and go, you know. Game Boy, handstands, piano, water guns, sport, have all become popular for a period of time before fizzling out and being replaced by the next craze. We see them all the time. However, I believe it's my job and my skill as an educator to be able to realise, hey, this is not a fad, this is something. I need to take this and I need to run with this. This is the future. And I believe that's just what I've done.
And run with it he did. Firm in the belief that DJing is the way of the future, Principal Michael scrapped several of the school's most popular and practical subjects, replacing them with subjects catered specifically to the various aspects of DJing. The mathematics department, formerly consisting of the subjects Maths A, B and C, is now comprised solely of Maths D and Maths J.
So if I take the number of beats and divide it by the number of minutes, then we get beats per minute, which we all know is optimized at around 120.
So could you also derive to find that value?
No, derivatives have been taken out of the course, along with the rest of calculus.
Students in English class used to be tested on their knowledge of grammatical forms and their skills as writers and speakers. However, assessment these days takes on a completely different form.
DJ mix and size?
Yes!
Explosion Master Flex?
Yes!
DJ blend and cut.
It's basically a synonym of theirs too. Come on, think about it. Yes!
DJ Bombastic Funk Master Fantastic.
A little on the long side.
Skrillex?
Not seeing how science could help with DJing, Principal Michaels chose not to include any science-related subjects in his revised curriculum.
Up until the start of this year, I'd been a chemistry teacher at this school for 28 years. Now, I just sit and listen to their music. It's crap.
The view of this chemistry teacher towards the new curriculum is not an oddity. In the months that the new curriculum has been in effect, a significant number of teachers and students have left the college.
Yeah, I did receive some backlash when I implemented the change. Yeah, some members of the community, they felt very strongly about it. Many were very fond of the old system and were not willing to have their somewhat narrow-minded views on education challenged and recognised what I was trying to achieve. As a result, we lost a significant number of the community. Many students and teachers did leave. But when it comes down to it, I know what my students deserve. I know what I'm doing, and I've been successful in the past. You know, St Kevin's down in Melbourne used to be a school just like this one before I stepped in, and now look at it. Thanks to my vision and my action, it's currently producing some of the finest rollerbladers in Australia, maybe the world. All it takes is for people to have a look at some of our students and to listen to their work to realise the potential that they have.
And so we did. This is Ben Russell, currently a senior at Terrace completing his final assessment. how old am I? 17? And when did I start? When I was 10? So yeah, I've been playing for 7 years now. Why did I quit? Well, I guess Principal Michael's opened my eyes a little. You know, what can you do with piano?
But Ben, you sounded quite good.
Yeah, but what's piano? It's a simpleton's instrument. Anyone can do it. People listen to piano and you think, seriously, do people still do this? Am I good at DJing? Well, I guess I'll let you be the judge.
And this one was called Beats and Heats, was it, Ben?
Yeah, but it's not with an S, it's with a Z, so like beats and heats.
Beats and Heats. And how long have you been working on this for?
Oh, nine months.
9 months. Well, Ben, I'm sorry to say, I don't really like it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
High school's really about teaching kids how to make money and maybe even become famous. And so when we make a curriculum, when we teach, we always have to put that in the forefront of our minds. I could count all of the rich and famous scientists with my fingers and still type on my keyboard. You know, who cares about them? Nobody. And it's the same with the mathematicians and the historians and the authors, all of them. No one cares. But DJs, Deadmau5, Skrillex, Tiesto, Swedish House Mafia, Calvin Harris, David Guetta, they're out there dropping fat beats, revolutionising our world, challenging societal norms and making money. You find me one non-DJ who's made a difference to the world and I'll find you 3 DJs who've done it even better.
With the school set to pump out around 200 new radio, club and studio DJs, Brisbane is sure to see no shortage of sick party beats and fat remixes. However, you can't help but wonder whether there will simply be too many. Whether the market will be able to handle such an influx of new DJs, or if it will simply dry up, creating a DJ depression. Perhaps the true appeal of today's superstar DJs is their exclusivity. The answers to these questions, only time will tell. However, one thing that is certain, none of the students that graduate from this school will be qualified to pursue any higher learning.
Beats, heats, beats, beats and heats.
I always wanted to be a boom mic operator as a child. You know, that person who holds the big microphone over the camera? Oh, I can't. But it was heavily discouraged, and so I allowed myself to be herded down a different career path. And there hasn't been a day in my life that I don't look back in regret. Even looking at you now, filming me, I just want to be standing behind you, holding that boom. Picture that.
Beats and heats, beats,
Picture that.
heats, beats, heats. Beats and heats, beats, heats, beats, heats, beats, heats. Beats and heats.
Beats and Heats, yeah, that's where it's at. Coming at you from the mean streets of Brisbane, don't forget your gat. Yeah, I'm mean, but my record is clean. Take a look at the rubble, and you'll know where I've been, yo. Beats and Heats, yeah, that's what I got. People try to diss me cause I'm hot to trot. Yo, I'm the baddest in my neighborhood. If you don't fear me, then maybe you should.
Beats and heats, beats, heats, beats, heats, beats, heats. Gotta get me some beats and heats.
Beats with the Z and Heats with the Z. said. Replacing the S gives it more street cred. I'm a thinker, I know how to play the game, and spelling stuff right's gonna get me no fame, word. Beats with a Z and heats with a Z. Don't go making a fuss if I pronounce it differently. I'm a poet, a renegade ahead of my time. Also, if I said it the other way, this verse wouldn't rhyme. Yo.
Beats and heats. Beats and heats. Beats and heats. Beats and heats.